Hello, welcome back to another video. In this video we will discuss about one of the most common mistake that a student do, that is the missing closing curly braces. As you can see that we have a class example and it's a public class. You can remove it as well for the simplicity of this code. As of now, if you are a beginner and if you know how to write a if statement, then it will be easier for you to understand this code. Also, if you don't know the how to write the if condition, that's fine, we'll make it more easier for you. Okay, so first we'll try to understand what is the mistake. The mistake is forgetting to close curly braces. That is this brace is the curly brace and this brace is the curly brace as well. This one is the curly brace and this one is the curly brace, right? So if there will be any starting point of a curly brace, there should be an end. So forgetting to close the curly braces is the common syntax error, especially for the beginners. This typically happens in conditional statement. For example, it can be happen in loop, it can be happen in the if else statement and the function definitions where multiple braces are nested. If a closing brace is omitted, the compiler or interpreter will not understand where a block of code ends. So block of code here means that you can see that this is the starting point of the class and this is the ending point of the class. So this is the one block of a class. Okay, so in the same fashion you can see that this is the block of the main method starting from here and this is the block of the main method ending here. So this one is the one block. But if we'll check over here, intentionally I have given the problem here. As you can see, for the if statement there is a opening brace is here, but here the closing braces I have not given, so the missing closing brace here. So here I am omitting the closing brace, right? In this case, the compiler or interpreter will not understand where a block of code ends, leading to a syntax error. So compiler will not be able to understand where this is actually starting but where it is ending. So that's why if I'll save it and if you'll try to compile it, you will get one issue over here. As you can see that it is showing reached end of the file while parsing, right? So if I'll give here the bracket curly braces, let me give a tab over here, and if we'll save it and if we'll give Ctrl+1 at this point of time, we can see tool completed successfully. So that's why this is one block. If block is now matching with braces, that's why there is no syntax error. Now I can Ctrl+1 and Ctrl+2, and now this time you can see that is it is executing the code and which is printing x is greater than 5. So in this way you can you have to remember that you need to give the closing braces as well. Okay, so in this example I have shown already discussed. The solution is to prevent this. You have to adopt a habit of placing both the opening brace and closing brace at the same point of time when writing the code inside. This practice reduces the likelihood of leaving any braces unclosed. Additionally, you can also follow a few tips. For example, use an IDE which is very much popular for Java programming language, or if you are writing any other language code, for example C#, X++, then they have their separate IDE which is heavyweight, and they will suggest or they will highlight the syntax that if you are making any mistake, they will highlight it, and automatic indentation they will also highlight, as the tool often alert you to unclosed braces or other kind of syntax issue. But for the beginner, I'll suggest you it is okay to mistake, right? But from the mistake you will learn slowly. So that is why what is the block, how the block should be there, when we should open the braces, when we should close the braces. That should be your understanding point at the first level. So that's why you can use any text editor like this one, text pad. Also you can write the code in notepad as well. I have shown in our previous video how to utilize that. Okay, but remember that this is the common mistake for beginners. So if you want to avoid that, so I have given the solution and suggestions, you can follow that as well. Okay, so and if you don't know that if statement, so let me remove it. And if you before removing, just let me copy it and paste it over here. Okay, and here I'll just put here hello world. Now let me remove it. Now as you can see, this one is the starting point of the main, and this is the end. So this is the basic program. Now if you'll miss the bracket over here, if you'll not close it over here, if you'll compile it, and you can, if you'll try to compile it, it will also say reach end of the file while parsing at it is showing that one error is over here. So that means you have missed something. So you have to give here curly braces. Okay, and now if you'll try to compile it, you will be able to see there is no compilation error or no syntax error. Also, if you want to do like this as well, if you'll give the multiple line in this fashion as well, so do you think that our code will execute successfully? There is no syntax error in case of Java programming language. So if we'll try to save it, you can see there is no syntax error, and now you can see the output, right? So this way also you can write the code, but remember that you should follow the standard way. Maybe compiler will not be able to find out the syntax errors in this way, but readability of the code will be worst, right? So that's why you had to write the code in this way. So now let me compile it and run it. Now it's okay, and it's giving the output. Sometimes we forget to give the semicolon as well. So on that case as well, if you try to compile it, it will show you that semicolon required or expected. So on that case as well, you have to give the semicolon. So this one is the common mistake that you have to remember. Okay, so now it's giving the output. So I hope now it's clear. If you have any question regarding this video, you can write it in the comment section. I'll try to solve your problem as soon as possible. So thanks for watching this one. See you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.